Hi, I'm Francesco Garripoli, and I'm honored and happy to share this lesson with you on spiral breathing. Spiral breathing is a unique, kind of Taoist based breathing technique that is in the family of guided meditations, but instead of listening to someone take you through a guided meditation, like many of you listen to my Dreaming Awake guided meditations and come to my classes. And it's wonderful to be quiet and sit there and listen to somebody, an instructor, hopefully with a heart and caring about your empowerment, guide you through a pathway. Well, spiral breathing is a little bit different. It's a guided meditation where you are the guide, and a special technique, a visualization technique that will assist you, comes from a great tradition in Taoism in ancient China, where you did what was called nei gong work. It's like qigong, only on an internal level. Nei means inside, gong means to practice or the work. So this nei gong exercise, spiral breathing, is about taking a visual that you will use your yi or your inner visualization and use that as a guide to follow a spiral around your body. Now, why is that important? We know that the human body is an energetic field. This energetic field is influenced by your mental visualization, your yi. The ancient Taoists used the word yi, Y-I, yi, as a way to kind of image this idea of bringing qi into the mental realm. That means using your intention, use your focus to activate qi. It's not about gathering qi. This is not about collecting qi or moving qi for that matter. Many will tell you that, but trust me, I've been on this path for 40 plus years. I've done a lot of experimenting, and I've been listening to different teachers who told me one thing and practicing with other teachers and elder masters in China and other places over the many, many years. And I've learned that the empowerment of this work comes from understanding how we activate qi, not how we manipulate qi. That's kindergarten work. The idea of thinking I'm going to collect and manipulate this idea of universal life force energy is pretty egotistical, if nothing else, but also futile in the final analysis. But what I can do, and spiral breathing is really about this, and so is our organ cleansing Qigong. At the core of Zhang Fu Gong, organ cleansing Qigong, is understanding your ability, your innate natural ability to activate Qi. Okay, so we use the spiral technique, starting with the Bai Hui point at the top of your head, this crown chakra we say in the Hindu tradition of yoga, the upper dantian, it's also known as this region of your head, the upper dantian, and guiding this energy down around your body through your body's Wei Qi field. Wei Qi is Wei means outside, and Qi is life force energy. So Wei Qi means the energy field around and through your body. The Wei Qi field is critical in meditation. Without understanding your body as an energetics system, to understand your body as a field generator of this energy, that every cell in your body generates a field of energy. Every cell together makes an organ system or a functioning system in your body, whether it's the nervous system or the endocrine system or the lung or heart system. And these systems carry a signature, and that energy vibrates out. They all contribute to the Wei Qi field. Every cell in every organ, every location in your body, every molecule in every cell, and every atom inside those molecules carry an energetic field. We know this. This is biochemistry 101. And what we know is the mitochondria, energy generators inside the cell, and the ATP cycle that generates the power for our cells to divide and reproduce and create proteins. This is all part of biochemistry, everything I learned in my pre-med studies in university when I thought I was going to become an allopathic doctor. My path has taken me onto Qigong and energy healing, because to me, this is what brings it home to each of us. The spiral breathing technique is your opportunity to activate chi in your body, to empower you to remember your ability to shift this energetic flux in your system. Your body is energy. The subtle energy affects the functioning of your cells and all the organs. So by having a meditation technique like the spiral breathing, you have an opportunity now to spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. It doesn't have to take a long time, but it takes a focus of that yi to activate efficiently, not properly. It's not better than anything else, but it's efficient. And it's very straightforward, and it's accessible to everybody. Right now, you're brought here because you trust that you have an ability within you to do something more with your body, mind, and spirit. This is what Qigong is about. This is what the empowered level of Qigong is all about. So you find yourself a quiet space. Although you'll learn once you get the spiral breathing technique down, you can do it while you're driving. You can do it when you're in a crowd of people. You can do it in a stressful situation when things are challenging and you need to find your core, your center, activate that chi field, and ground yourself. It's also useful if you're not feeling well, if you have the onset of a cold or some issue in your body. You use this technique to harmonize the energy field around and through your body, through every cell in your body, every molecule in every cell, and every atom in every molecule. I keep repeating that because I want you to think about the tiers and the levels of visualization in your body. The hierarchical tiers from pure subtle energy to a atomic structure, to a molecular structure, to a cellular structure, to an organ system structure, and eventually to your whole functioning body structure. By seeing that, you understand how you can interject into that subtle energy an intention, a vibration, a focus that will affect your whole body's function and the way you look, the way you feel, and the way you heal, rejuvenate, and transform. And that last piece is my real wish, the transformation of our programming, of our conditioning to think that as we get older, we get sicker, that we lose our functions, we lose our enthusiasm, our strength, whatever it might be, our sexual energy. All these things are conditioning and programs that we can shift. I trust that the spiral breathing technique will be that ability for you to make that shift. It involves breathing, focusing at the Bai Hui point, and then taking that breath in a visual around your body, all the way around your body. By visualizing that spiral, you tap into a certain energetic, a natural energetic. Because if you know anything about astrophysics, you realize that that spiraling, spinning energy is a very basic, fundamental force in the universe. Whether it's the moon spinning around the earth spinning around the sun and the whole solar system moving around the galactic center of our Milky Way, and the whole Milky Way moving through the universe. As astrophysics evolves and we have more scientific data, we start to realize that the whole universe is in motion. So from the very micro level of electron fields dancing around an atom to a galactic movement, spirals and orbits are key. So to honor the Taoist philosophy, when we tap into the Tao, the way, the energy of life, the natural flow of the universe, the physical universe and energetic universe, we come into alignment. And the more that we can come into alignment with what's natural, or at least be aware of what's natural, we become empowered. And we shift and we change. So the things that are disempowering, like our conditioning, like all the programming that you're told about your limits, coming into your truth in a natural harmonizing way is empowering. And it breaks you out of that hold. And much of that hold is a subconscious hold, a subconscious that exists in the vibration of every cell in your body. Trust this. We learn about epigenetics. We understand that in the histone protein soup around every nucleus of your cell, around the DNA itself, is a vibrational memory. It's very curious. Just like crystals hold memories, silicon chips hold memories, hold data. Our cells hold the same kind of data. And what is this data? Typically, it's survival data laid out from your parents and from your ancestors generations back. Some of these are systemic vibrations that go back to the species, to our human species, our Homo sapiens species, and even before, to our precursors of this high-level organism that we are. Imagine that. You're walking around right now in the 21st century with programming that is a survival-based, typically fear-based, survival energetic that's programming you and limiting you from becoming who you are, from accessing your potential. So by using the spiral breathing technique, you'll have a technique, a simple technique, again, that can be practiced for very short segments in the day or at appropriate times to bring yourself back into alignment, to ground your body, to activate this Wei Qi field. And I'll go through that technique with you in the next lesson. But I wanted to give you this introductory piece right now to give you a sense of excitement, give you a sense of like, yes, I knew this on an intuitive level. And yeah, maybe I have other techniques. So many of you who are taking these lessons are educated. You've had lots of Qigong training, meditation training, Vipassana, yoga, Reiki. I love that. And the more you come with, to me, the better. But what I ask you to do is enter with a beginner's mind, another tenet of Taoism, to come in with this sense of I am open. Remembering that you are infinite consciousness, knowing yourself through this human experience. And by being open and receptive, you'll hear things in a new way. You'll hear things in a way that will tap in and bypass that programming of your subconscious, bypassing what we call the ego, this intellectual mind and the survival mind, and going right back to the intuitive, heart-centered mind. So I ask you to listen with that heart-centered intuition and do the practice as if it's the first time you ever did meditation. And feel it and listen and practice the technique. And I'll offer you some visuals too that will hopefully help trigger what is efficient in the spiral breathing technique about how to follow your intention around your body, from the outside of your body and then eventually inside your body, to follow that spiral and then to track that compression of your lower dantian in your belly, bringing those abdominal muscles together, drawing the Ming Men, your life gate point in the back of your body, to the frontal part of your lower dantian, compress that energy and then draw it up through, activating the vagus nerve, up to your heart, to your tongue, touching the hard palate behind your upper row of teeth, drawing that energy back into your third eye, the pineal gland, and then rising it up to the Bai Hui point, to your crown chakra. That's the technique. A spiral breath around your body and through it, down to your core, from the perineum up, through the abdomen, through the vagus nerve connection, through the heart, the sinoatrial nerve, up to your tongue, third eye, crown chakra. And all of a sudden you realize your power. And by doing it, you become your own master teacher. I share the technique. That's my opportunity, is to share with you a technique that I've got to learn over many, many years from many great teachers. Once it's in you, once you understand the technique, and that it's very simple, actually, Where the challenge comes in now is for you to do the practice, to break your patterns, to find the time to do this consistently until you can map it into your muscle memory, map it into your energetic memory. It becomes second nature to you. It becomes automatic. And then you start going on the inner journey. Then you start finding out what is being activated as you follow the spiral around your body. You find out what is being acted by touching on that subconscious and realize that the subconscious is actually a tangible force inside your cells that can be shifted, modified, and transformed. And when we bring that quiet, subtle part of the subconscious out into our conscious, now you have the ability to make some changes. And you realize that so much of your life has been in shackles and chains by that subconscious dominating force. Not by really any of your own faults, although there's a lot of programming you've accepted and choices that you made from childhood. But we realize a lot of that subconscious was pre-childhood, embryonic, and before, ancestral. But we learn how to fold that timeline. Using the spiral breathing technique, you'll come into your power. And you may learn things about yourself that make you smile and free you from those shackles of the subconscious and activate the Wei Qi field in an empowered way in your life that you can apply to everything on a body, mind, and spirit level. So enjoy the journey. Peace.